Hey folks, this is the other Barak coming to you live and direct here from the Holy Land in Israel. We are watching a video now of Marco Rubio, who visited President Herzog, who is the president of Israel. Make sure you stick around until the end of this video for today's Hebrew word of the day. Let's get into the video.
No idea how much it means to us in these challenging days and times that our nation has gone through and endured since October 7th. We are grateful to President Donald Trump for his friendship and solidarity with the people of Israel and the state of Israel. And we are grateful for his direct involvement in bringing back our hostages. You know, on October 7th, Israelis down there in the border from all facets of life went through hell, were abducted, kidnapped, beaten, raped, burned, and killed in cold-blooded murders. And we've gone out of that enormous challenge and pain and crisis to change the reality. The entire nation of Israel went to fight, and we've overcome our enemies. We always seeked peace, and we always wanted peace in our region. And I believe that your visit here, as well as your capability of changing and influencing our region, are enormous and can bring great hope to our people and the people of the region at large. Most importantly, we are screaming, aching, praying, working tirelessly to bring each and every one of our hostages back home. This is our biggest hope as a nation and as individuals. And I want to thank you for this effort that you're carrying on behalf of this holy mission. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for greeting me, and it's an honor to be back as the Secretary of State. Not even 4 weeks into the job, I wanted this one to be one of our first visits because of the issues before us, and also because of the friendship and the solidarity between our two countries. On the issue that you mentioned about the hostages, just know on behalf of the President, I can tell you he's strongly and deeply committed to the goal of every single hostage returning home, every single one, and not resting and not being silent and not forgetting until all of them are home.
Marco just said something really, really important here. He said President Trump is not going to be silent. And I think it doesn't really matter what your views are politically. What I have the utmost respect for these individuals in the office right now in the States is that they have continuously supported Israel and they've continuously spoken up. Now, if you go back to the beginning of the war, former President Joe Biden came to Israel, and I think it was one of the most incredible gestures a president has ever done in the beginning of any war in Israel, to be able to come here and support Israel. I think it was very early October. The difference is not just the political move of coming and showing the solidarity. And I do believe that Joe Biden is a Zionist, and many people in the comments are going to say, oh, Barak, you're crazy. I do. When Joe Biden goes to sleep at night, I don't think he hates the state of Israel. That's not for this conversation. What I want to get back to is what proceeded after that. And it was a lack of actionable items on behalf of Joe Biden and his campaign to be able to support Israel. In fact, we saw so many times the infamous word, don't, for him to tell Israel not to go into the Rafah crossing. And then we saw 4 hostages get rescued in one of the most insane missions ever. And so this has nothing to do with me endorsing any political party here and who I did and didn't vote for. It's me saying that this is more than just an interview. This is more than just PR. This is more than media. This is actual actionable items, And you see that over the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks, with hostages literally coming back home. And I just think that's a really important anecdote to mention.
We work in very close coordination with the government here, as you know, to make that a reality. And that remains a very strong priority. And beyond that are the other challenges that we've all discussed and are well aware of. And then, you know, the opportunities as well with what's happened in Lebanon most recently, and the hope of finding a situation that provides not just enduring security, but allows what are still 60, 70,000 of your countrymen who have not been able to return to their homes up north, and how critical it is for that security as well, for that to happen. And make the broader point, I made it earlier with the Prime Minister in our appearance before the media there. At the core of all of these challenges, whether it's Hezbollah or Hamas or the terrorist groups that strike when Assad was in Syria, and what we see even confronting America and Iraq, the Houthis, is one thing. What's behind all of them? Iran.
Absolutely.
Iran. And by Iran, I mean the regime. I think it's always important to remind people that the people of Iran, which is an ancient and proud culture, is controlled by radical clerics who have driven that nation in the wrong direction and have isolated it from the world, but more importantly have created the single greatest source of destabilization and sponsor of terrorism and violence on the planet. And that we cannot forget, that if were it not for the regime in Tehran, many of these issues that we are confronting now would not be the same. And we cannot lose sight of that reality. It remains a fundamental challenge that we have before us. But just know that there has been no stronger supporter of the State of Israel in the White House than President Trump, who I'm honored to serve as his Secretary of State. And we wanted to come here to reaffirm those bonds and to ensure that you knew that we were going to be here to continue to work hand in hand until all these goals we share in common are achieved.
Thank you. Bless.
You can call it what you want. You can call it what you want. President Herzog and Bibi, Israel, the people. The reason he has a smile on his face is because the country needs as much support as possible, and we're getting the support that we need and deserve, and we are winning. You see so much footage, depending on where you get your footage, showing a very different narrative, that Israel's lost, the Zionists lost, soon to be, Palestine will be free, and you're not going to see the state of Israel. It's not going to happen. I don't know what else to tell people. Like, you can wish and you can hope and you can dream for the state of Israel to not be part of planet Earth that we all live on collectively as humans. That's an impossible task that will never happen no matter how far you dream. You have to accept it. You have to accept that Jewish people will be here. You have to accept that you can't ethnically cleanse us. You have to accept that the state of Israel is young and thriving and is only going up. Every time terror groups try to tear Israel down, it has a reciprocal effect. You think you're getting closer and closer to annihilating the state of Israel. You think you're getting closer and closer to wiping Israel off from the river to the sea. You think. It's in your head. It's an illusion, because a lot of media might help contribute to that idea that you think, wow, look what's happening. Ceasefire. Prisoners from Gaza coming back from Israel into the Gaza Strip being released. You see all of the things happening in the media. It's not actually a boots on the ground reality. And that's why I'm here, is to show you that I was at the beach yesterday in the middle of the day with two friends from North America who came to visit me, sitting on the Mediterranean Sea, having a mozzarella sandwich with my salad, enjoying the view, the weather. I was with a cutoff t-shirt and shorts. What? And we lost? And we lost. Our economy's thriving. Our people are together. Our country's moving forward. Where are the press conferences for Hamas? Where are the press conferences for Hezbollah? Where are the press conferences for the IRGC? Where are the press conferences for the militia groups in Iraq? Where are the press conferences for the Houthi rebels? Where are they? Why are they not sitting with their allies, their president, talking about how things are going real well for them? Where are they? I want to see those videos. Show me those videos and maybe I'll change my mind. You can't show me those videos because they don't exist. And they don't exist because that narrative is not actually a real thing on earth. Otherwise, prove me wrong. And that brings us to the last segment of this video for today's Hebrew word of the day, which is zol, Z-O-L, zol, which is cheap. Don't be zol, don't be cheap. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your support. I have one more message. Please stick around. You don't want to miss this. If you believe in me and what I'm doing and you want to help this platform grow, your help is needed. You can support right now through PayPal or buy me a coffee. But the best way to support is to join my Patreon, The Inner Circle. You'll get incredible perks, bonus content, and you will help this channel stay alive. Oh, and you have to join our Discord. It is free with people from literally all over the world. And that's it. I appreciate every bit of support. Thank you for being
מי צריך
Mediterranean.
לשלוט בעזה?